Happy Thursday, everybody. We'll be starting here in a couple of seconds. It's not 10 o'clock yet. For some reason, my camera isn't picking me up very well. So, no, it's not because I lost weight. That's obviously not the case. Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. And yes, it is officially 10 o'clock. That means it's free up training, the very first training of 2025. And hard to believe we're already in the halfway through the first month. Good or bad? That's what's going on. So just as always, if you have questions or comments, feel free to put them into the comment section of the video of the Facebook Live, and it is being recorded, so it'll be posted, of course, after this is done. Also, if you got more direct questions that you want more answers on, or just want to chat with me, shoot me a DM. So if you DM me through the free up page, it goes to it's me. Surprise, surprise. So today we're going to be talking about forms and surveys. Now, it probably doesn't sound to be the most exciting, but that being said, the forms creator in FreeUp has saved me so much time and has actually allowed me to collect a lot of data that before I didn't have control over. You were kind of bound by whatever lead source you had, or you had to keep asking them, or now it's just so automated that it's fantastic. And it isn't just for clients, it's for my vendors, it's for a lot of things. I'm going to show you a couple of examples as well. So for those that have FreeUp, and if you don't, shame on you, you should. But for those that have FreeUp, of course, this is your dashboard. If you scroll down to sites, here's forms and surveys. And we'll start with forms because forms is pretty basic. And then you can go to builder, or if you're actually doing things and collecting information, you go to submissions. And I'll show you on my own account what they look like. So here are some forms that you get being part of FreeUp. I'll just show you how to edit them first. Very basic form. Okay. Well, everything is fully editable, not edible like eating, but editable, and including the fonts, the colors. So if you want to change the fonts, you go to these styles and options, and then you can pick your label width, colors and backgrounds, themes, inbox type, different themes. If you scroll down for more, like miscellaneous, but if you go to advanced settings, this is where you can change the fonts, you can change your border radius, the border colors. Here's your fonts, your font colors, all that thing. So again, just because this looks ugly, I'm not gonna lie to you, very ugly form, you can make it look very attractive. So for example, here's an example of one of my forms. That's a survey. One of my forms. So my colors match my theme. It's all, it looks like it matches. I actually the same font as I use up in here, so it's doesn't look like out of place. So yeah, so if you want to add things to here, they have these quick adds on the left. So I'm not going to go through them all. These are pretty basic. But if you do payments, of course, your addresses, if you want them to fill out information, you can do just a one line, which looks like this. Or if it's like a multiple, like if they need to write a paragraph, looks like that. And of course, if you want to change what that wording is, you just change the label to whatever. So again, everything is fully editable. Also, before I forget, the little stars here means it's required. So you can actually have things that are required or not required. Now, this is really important. So if you really want your clients, your vendor or whatever to put in that information, make sure it's required, because that way it collects it. And then also too, when they fill these forms out, if they're already in your CRM, it updates their contact information with this information from this form or survey. If they're not in your CRM, this adds them to your CRM. So again, awesome way for lead generation, awesome way to update your client information, because over the years, clients either move, change phone numbers, whatever. this is a great way, and I'll show you a couple of my forms too that I use for my business that kind of keeps things on the up and up. You could do choice elements, single drop down. So that looks like this. They can just pick, one or the other. One, multiple. You're going to have multiple options. It's like here, option 1, 2, and 3. Whereas a single drop down, it drops on, you can only see one at a time. This drops on multiple times. Check boxes, super simple. The radio button. And then customized. You can do videos, you can uploads, you can do all these cool things. And you're probably wondering, well, Dave, I want to have something personalized. I want to ask them, how did they find me, right? Well, you just go over here to custom fields and hit add. And then you get to pick the type of form you want. So if it's going to be, let's say that's the question is, how did you find me? That's probably a single line. Okay, hit next. I'll go through these single line, multiple. That's again a paragraph, text box if you want them to fill out certain things. Numbers. So again, if you're asking them how long have they lived in their house, phone number. This could be how much is left on your mortgage. There's your drop downs again. Radios, checkbox, date picker. This is a good one. Like, when's your birthday? When did you buy the house? When are you looking to move? And then you could others. You can have a file that you upload or signature. But we're gonna do a single line for the field name. You just ask, how did you hear about me? Object, contact, group, contact. And if you want to put something in the placeholder, you can, like, word of mouth, friend, TV, etc. And what this is going to be what's showing in the. So now when you go to custom fields, contact, that's because that was the form it's under. How did you hear about me? And you bring it over. So then there's that word of mouth, field, friend, TV, etc. So there you go. That's how you create a form. Now you're wondering, like, okay, great, I have a form created. Awesome. What happens when they click sign here? Well, that's under your options. On submit, you can set it to open a URL. So maybe it says, I'm ready to find my dream home. They click on that and it takes them to your home search website. You can do a message. Thank you. This is typically what I use. Thank you for taking the time to complete the form, but you can edit that of course. Or if they've bought something, order confirmation. So message. Then you can say whatever you want to. And you can add a link, whatever you want. There you go. So save. Now that you have your form created, you can preview it. So see what it looks like. There you go. Pretty boring. But then integrate. This is where, if you want to integrate it outside of FreeUp, I'll show you how to integrate it inside of FreeUp, but outside of FreeUp. So let's say you want to post this in an email. You want to send it to your clients, or maybe you want to put it on your LinkedIn page or whatever you want. Hit integrate. You could do embed it if you want to. So like, for example, like an email, you can hit embed and it'd be copy embed code or copy form link. So when that link is copied, you can paste it into your whatever you're at on social media or whatever, and then it pops up. So maybe you want to send it to people on Facebook or something like that. Okay. So these are your embed types: sticky sidebar, polite sidebar, pop up. If you're going to put it in an email, just put it in line, and that's going to always be there. And then done. So that's how to do a form. I'm going to duplicate this tab. I'm going to log into my personal account. And you can see I've created quite a few forms. Okay. The form that I showed you here, this is for my my geofarming website, We Love Bloomington. So this is the form is down here. So when they complete this form to be a business, this is the form right here. We Love Business Inquiry. We Love Bloomington Contact. The contact form, contact us. Oh, I probably haven't. Oh yeah, it's broken. I got to fix it on my website. So these are the forms. Okay, super basic. If you're doing like for registration for an event, so I do a lot of events, my agent power up events. So as you can see, business networking, all these are all. If you're coming to our AI class I'm teaching on February 6th, you've seen this form on the actual website, but I created it here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you surveys. Surveys different from forms because forms are going to be not as extensive and just kind of basic, like you just want to collect some quick information, where surveys are going to be more extensive. So for example, here's a client survey. So as you can see, a lot more extensive, right? But the nice thing with forms or surveys compared to forms is you can set it up to be, well, I'm going to show you. If they ask you certain things, you can disqualify them, right? Which that's what surveys are for. So you can say, are you working with an agent? They say yes, you can disqualify them if you want to. I typically don't. I just keep talking to them. Excuse me. And I'm battling a cold coming back from our trip to down to the Caribbean, so I apologize for that. Input field, short label, placeholder. I'm missing something. So there's a way of setting up your form that they only fill out one thing at a time. Okay, so if we're going to preview this form, it looks like it's a pretty long form, right? A survey that I created for people that join me at Real. I have a Real agent survey. Okay, so this one has multiple pages. So that way it's not so extensive. And I ask a lot of questions like, hey, full name and again, too, these are custom. So when I showed you the custom fields and the forms, you can do custom fields and surveys. It's identical to forms. So I'm not going to go through and build this out because it's identical to forms. All this stuff over here to create custom fields, all that's the same. And that's one thing I like about FreeUp is everything is kind of uniform across the board. Date joining Real, date of birth, wedding anniversary, favorite drink. And then I always use this on every one of your forms. You should have this on there. And that's the CAPTCHA here. I already have it, but that's the CAPTCHA. You want that just because, or the terms and conditions too. This is CAPTCHA, this is terms and conditions. You want this because it allows you to send them messages and they're agreeing to it. If you don't have this on there, you may run the risk of not getting your emails into their inbox and it may go to their spam. Okay. That's with any third-party mail system. That's the bane of using email, is it may go into your Google promotions or Google spam. By having this on there, it forces them to click that and it's going to increase your open rate through the roof. So then the submit button is on this one here. So let's go look at what it looks like. So as you can see, it's just like this. It's not overbearing. It's not overwhelming, but they can fill this out. And then when they hit next, and I can't hit next because it requires you to fill this out. it just walks them through that, right? So surveys, I use surveys for this. I also have a concierge form that I send to my people before before my listing appointments. I send this to them because I want to get information before I meet them. And also too, if they're filling this out, they kind of already feel somewhat vetted to you, and they also maybe feel I want to work with David or whomever because they're putting time and effort into this. If they don't fill this out, maybe they're not as serious as you think. So going through just how many years have you lived there? Names and birthdays, pets, types of pets, occupations, hometowns, describe your lifestyle. So this one, actually, I send this to after I meet with them because I don't want to overwhelm them. They're probably going to wonder, why do you want our names and birthdays and stuff? That's too overwhelming. This is after I met them. Man, I do the socials, all these fun things. These questions here, these two here are taken from the Ninja Selling. If you haven't read Ninja Selling, you should do that. But these are going to help you. And then again, here's the terms and condition. I hit submit, boom, they're in my system, and they are vetted. So all this information gets pulled and added to their contact form. So if you're looking to kind of vet your leads before you maybe go on a showing, this is a great way of doing it. And also too, if you want to get information from your clients or from whomever, awesome way of doing that. Now, I showed you what it looks like on FreeUp. This is my Lofty home search site. So I use Lofty. This is Lofty, right? Well, you can actually embed your forms and surveys on third-party sites by the embed. So I showed you how to embed a form. The same thing with the survey. So this is my vendor page, and I added here a survey. We're looking for local vendors. Awesome. So when they fill this out, that actually goes towards so it looks not imposing, but then when they hit next, then it goes through what's your business address. Okay. The next step is they upload their logos. What's their primary business? So all these questions I ask because then I just put it into the system. So like here's Junk King. I ask them their name, business name, contact person's number, email, website. So if I click on this, opens up Junk King. There we go. And I asked, what do you guys do? So they do junk removal and dumpster rental. Awesome. And then they also sent me their logo. All this is done with the survey. Okay. Makes it easy. If you're trying to grow your vendor list, surveys are awesome. And have it on here where they can just fill it out. That way you're not hounding people. And sorry, I'm just congested here, so I might not be as energetic as I normally am. I'm just kind of dealing with the head cold. So that's a survey. And if you want to create surveys, again, let's say you like one of mine, I'll just share it with you. But they also have surveys up here. Add survey, start from scratch or from templates. And you can go through the templates and pick something that you like. Or if you want to go through, show more, let's go to real estate. They've got real estate ones. And then you just edit it and change the colors or whatever you want. So again, don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel, because I don't myself. But you can find a template and just modify it to whatever you want. And again, you can change the look, you can change the colors, you can change the fonts, the images, so everything should be suiting your brand. So again, with FreeUp, all these things integrate, all these things look the same. So if you want to upload your logo to one of these forms, well, it's already in your media storage. You don't have to upload it again. So FreeUp, again, it's a full business suite. It's not just like individual things you have to log into multiple places. So let's do a real life interaction. So let's go back to sites, go to funnels. And here's just a lame one that I just have for examples. And I'll show you how easy it is to input a form or input a survey into this. So hit the plus sign upper left. Let's put a form in. Sweet. Boom. Then it's going to ask you select your form. Let's do there you go. That's how you add your forms. Now that looks really ugly. Of course, I wouldn't have it like this, but you could change it. Now, when you add a form to your website, you can actually change what the form does. So for example, this one, it says use action from form builder. So if you remember the form I built, it posted a message. But if you want them, once they've submitted the form, if you want them to go to a URL, you can do that, or to the next step, which the next step would be if you've got like a landing page with 2 pages, and usually this kind of landing page, the next step would be a thank you page. There you go. So that's what this one would do. Excuse me. If you want to add a survey, here we go. Same thing, select your survey. Let's do the certified pre-owned home survey. Awesome, put that right there. There you go. That's how easy it is to put things in surveys and forms into your landing pages, websites, email templates, whatever you want. There's a lot of powerful things in FreeUp. I think first, the most powerful thing are the workflows, but the second thing is like the forms and surveys. I get so much information from people right now that I didn't get before because I just have these things out there. And once you have these created, they just, you know, they live in perpetuity. And if you really want to up your game, like I said before, I'm a big fan of the workflows. Let's go to my agent power up. So again, this is my other website. So the AI business networking. So there's the funnel here. And when people, sorry, it's sold out, but when they click this to join the wait list, right? Here's the form and that's live. It goes into a workflow. There it is. And this is all automated. So they fill that form out, boom, it gets put in here. I get notified that somebody, and Melanie gets notified that someone's on the wait list. We get texted, they get a tag. Wait a minute, they get a confirmation email. Hey, congratulations, you're on the wait list. And then they get a text. This is a short one, but this is the cool thing with FreeUp. Everything is integrated into one. Okay, I built this for myself because I want to make my life easier, but now I'm offering to everybody else. So we don't have a lot of, hey, Alex, sorry. Yes, Alex. I personally don't have a survey built for if somebody already owns a home, but you can do that. And let's hop back over here. So let's see, where was that under? Because I know you can set things up that if they answer something like a yes or no. So let's go in, let's add a yes or no question here. Come on. Okay. Oh my God, let's see, where is it? I apologize, I'm not really thinking straight right now. Layouts, okay, footers, colors, backgrounds. Yeah, you know what? I'll get back to you, my friend, and maybe when we have our call, I can kind of help you with that. But yes, I know you can do, if they answer yes on one thing, it can go to another part. That's the great thing about surveys are you can kind of vet people. So if they own a home, you can automatically disqualify them if you're looking for renters or whatever you want. there is a way of doing it, and right now I can't find it because I'm in a haze. And I'm just wasting everyone's time right now because all right, let's see. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I know you can do it. So apologize for sitting here wasting people's time. I'm still mentally on the cruise, yes. Uh, at least the swaying has stopped. I tell you, 5 days of being in sea and everything swaying. It took me actually a couple of days to realize when I'm back on land to not have the world isn't moving around you. And it probably didn't help. It was all inclusive, so a lot of food and a lot of drink. Yeah. So Alex, I'll figure this out. I know you can do this. I just again I don't want to waste people's time right now, but I do know that it does work. So and it's yeah. Thanks. I appreciate you hopping on, Alex. I always do. You're a good friend. So I'm gonna hop off now. I have to run to another meeting. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me, text me, DM me if you got questions about this. But if you're not using forms and surveys, you're really missing out because it's a great way of collecting information. And if you're not using FreeUp, you're really missing out because this is a badass and system. And I know Alex will vouch for it too. So anyways, have a great day. Stay healthy. I'm telling that to myself. And you guys have an amazing, amazing, amazing rest of the week.